Hello guys, Wahoo here, back with another week of the new show. We are on week 21, and shout out to Zero for making the live stream note so we can go over the news together and kind of know what's going on in Trove at the moment. We got a lot of geode kind of information to be going on, and I just want to say straight off the bat, if you want to see these notes or anything like that, go to the description. All is there for you if you just want to go get that. And also I need to say that I haven't played Geode on the PTS server because I kind of want to have it a new feeling when it comes out. Not there's a lot of changes and stuff like that, but I do want to have like the live version instead of the PTS server version, basically. But so there might be a few things I really haven't tried out myself and don't really know too much about yet. But again, if you've seen the live stream, it will also be linked in the description. You can basically see whatever they are going on. But let's jump into some of the news. So first, they talk a lot about the Dude and stuff like that. The only thing I really want to talk about, the first thing here, is there is going to be new titles, or not titles, but colors of names in chat. But before we only had the yellow one, and of course the green is, the purple is of course for the top 100 Dot of the Moon and all the speed running and stuff like that. But they're adding an orange name and a blue name. There's also a green name, but that's for devs. And orange is the highest mastery of both Trove and Geode combined. Blue is for highest, if you have the Geode mastery, there's Geode and there's also the normal mastery. And then you have yellow for mastery there. The thing is that also, a side note, that it will keep on until Tuesday. So that's tomorrow when you're watching this. Tomorrow it'll be going down PTS server. So yeah. It's coming also kind of, I guess it's kind of in a month, actually. It's exactly as I'm recording this, it's going to be a month before we see Geode coming out to the live servers. But my point is that I think it's really cool that we get different colors of names, so we don't just see like white or yellow mostly. So I think it's really, really nice that we're going to see some different colors for different things. And I also am going to talk about probably this later, but I'm going to say it now. I think the way why they made Geode leaderboards or mastery is that so new players coming into the game kind of get a new feeling that they actually are kind of the same level on mastery as like a person that's been playing for many, many years, right? Because if you're starting out, you're going to be like, oh, how do I get to like 500 mastery? Well, I'm not going to do that in like a week. So I think that's why they made a different one for this one, so it kind of feels like you're on the same playing field. And also so you can kind of be like, oh, I got a blue name because I actually spend a lot of time doing the Geode, and you just have a yellow name kind of thing. But one thing I do think they should definitely change, and something we've been talking about on stream about the colors and stuff like that, I think there's something they should introduce is titles. Titles of like World of Warcraft has, that you have the insane achievement where then your name basically maybe Wahoo the Insane, for example. That'd be kind of be fun. Not with everything, like not everything, but some of the badges can release some of the titles, and you can kind of have some customization with that. Also, the ability to change because maybe you have an orange name and you kind of want a yellow name because you also have that because it trumps things. Like I think it's green that's like the highest. If you have that, then you get that one. And I think blue and orange is kind of bigger than the yellow one and stuff like that. I can't remember the exact how it prioritizes, but it actually is like right now it is now, right? If you have a yellow name and somebody uses a harder phone on you, you actually get a red name, right? And you can't change that until that runs out. And I think that should be an option where you can change what colors, whatever you have access to say like, I want a yellow name, for example, or I want the purple name, if you can get that, or blue or orange, whatever, right? And I think you should be able to change that in your character menu. Basically just have a scroll down and just like, that's it. And also titles would be fun to maybe Who the Crazy or the Funny or the Happy or something like that. based on some of the badges you get or something like that. That could be an option. I know we shouldn't take everything for World of Warcraft, but it's kind of fun. It's a kind of fun little to work towards something instead of just getting kind of a badge that nobody really knows that you have. So it's kind of like showing off what you have and stuff like that. That's always what people playing, right? Anyways, that was a little bit of a rant on the colors and stuff like that. Definitely the colors should definitely have something where you can change the, the whatever you want to, basically. If you want orange or yellow or blue or something like that. So just keep that in mind if you're a dev. Anyways, let's get on to the questions and the answers. The first one is, why do geared collectibles have both geared and Geoden and Trovian mastery points attached to them when Geode and the main Trove are supposed to be mutual exclusive? It's not supposed to be mutual exclusive. It is a feature within. Yeah, so it's kind of like Geode is kind of not above, but an attachment to. So you can both. Because if they only made it like Geode exclusive mastery points, I think it would be like people wouldn't maybe be so keen on farming that a lot more, because especially people that want to stick on by keeping it both, it's kind of keeping interest for people that is high on mastery, because then they also need to do that. So yeah, I kind of think and also it's helping out new players by doing something in Geode, and they are actually also helping them in the main game, if you can say it like that. So I think it's fine. And again, like I said before, I think it's really good that they have separate. That's what I need to say. Leaderboard or mastery thing, because then it's more attractive for new players as well to see that they're actually the same in at least there with the like high tier players or end game players or whatever you can call them. Geo has its own. That means that the devs are going to focus more on Geo than Trove in the future. So right now, as it is, Geo mastery goes only to 100, where or the mastery point, the normal one is basically to 1,000. We can't get there yet, but people are at 560 or something like that now. But the point is that they're going to talk. Basically, it exists as a separate, as I said before, to preference the geo content, but it's not. It's like I said before. I think that's why they did it. They don't say it here, but I think they said it so people feel like they're actually in the game through Geode, basically, as a new player and stuff like that. You can focus on Geode and be like really high on the mastery, and then you kind of get the blue name, and you kind of feel like you're actually doing something then besides like, okay, I'm never gonna get golden name because I just started and stuff like that. So I think that's why they did it again. Anyways, going on is that will Crystal be currency on the marketplace? They don't want to put more currency on the marketplace. Consider them a basic or base material. So I don't know even why they wouldn't put them on the. But again, I think they might have thinking that they don't want to work more on the marketplace at the moment. Many people have asked also in the previous news shows about if we can get like items like gear and fish and stuff like that on it. And I think it's just too much work to be done, because it can of course be done because it's code, it can just be coded, but it might be like very complicated code, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not a dev, so I really don't know. Anyways, next thing is, how do you recharge your gas? Oh, sorry, I jumped one question. Any PvP storage packages for store packages for Bomber Royale? Not right now. Focus giving away balanced experience depending on how people like it, and then we'll do more stuff in the future. So what they're talking about is of course a pack, like something that makes it more exclusive, or something that you can like. There's a PvP package, or would you call it like pack, that people can buy and so on, but they don't want to do that right now. I don't think they should do I don't know why they would like giving on balance and experience and depending. I don't think that the pack should even give any advantages in the thing, but just that shows that you have maybe towards in the sense that you would get more battle coins or the bomb royale coins. I think that would be fine with a pack, but nothing that gives you an edge in, you know, the balance or the experience. Like if you get more coins, yeah, sure, that's fine. It doesn't hurt anybody else in the sense that you get your things faster, and there's some of the things you can sell, yeah, but it's still gonna not, like, if you get one more coin, then like it's still gonna take you a lot of matches to get like everything. Or basically, if you are trying to get, like, say the dragon, you want to sell the dragon, that's 240 coins you need to get, and you also probably want it yourself, so that's again around 500 coins you need just for that one thing, and that's half of what you need for like everything there is in the Bomb Royale store, basically, or trader, whatever his name is. So yeah, I think like getting a coin more, one more coin or something like that is fine in a while buying it in a pack or something like that, but nothing that gives you extra benefits in the match itself. Next thing is how do you recharge your gas while in the cabs? And gas, I'm not sure what is, because I haven't seen it, and I try not to spoil it. I haven't seen again the dev stream and stuff like that. Kind of trying to keep myself away to get that fresh experience. But there is a lot of stuff that I actually just, you know, without I can't do anything about it. Is it going to know about? And they say you are limited what gas you have via upgrades. This is limited for exploring. So I think gas might be something you use for going around, and this is so you don't just like pile through it like instantly, probably. Next thing, will the cave system get more objectives for thermal, I think, feeling? There's another gameplay pillar for Trove plans for the future, but we need to look at feedback and expand depending on feedback. Goals is to work on U10 first. So I think they kind of just introduce Geode as kind of a thing now, so they can get more time to work on U10 and not that pressured. Because if we didn't get an update like from when was Heroes? Oh, it's definitely a couple of months ago. So we might be even like they might be from Heroes to U10. We were kind of looking at maybe a 9-month time frame, and I think that's why they put in Jude in the middle, kind of a thing, and making caves and stuff like that is not that hard to do. So I think they're already working on U10, and we are going to see another update coming after the summer. That's just a lot of story time and stuff like that towards that, which we're not going to see, like, you know, it's basically going to prep U10, the update after that. It's probably not going to contain really anything like significantly, but it's going to be like, oh, in a couple of 2-3 months we're going to see U10, and this is kind of like the storyline to them, kind of like a tutorial kind of thing. Not that we're probably going to see like that, but you know what I mean. like a quest line or something like that. So can we get Easter eggs added to the brave adventuring outside the barrier? The surprise is death, so, but the Easter egg is inside there. There is an Easter egg inside the barrier, though. Oh, okay, so there is an Easter egg inside somewhere. Okay, well, we probably we'll see that very soon. But what they mean by Easter egg, of course, is like if you go, for example, for the hub, and you go to the old hub, as it's called. If you go far enough away and that you almost die, there's a little platform. There's tons of videos on it on YouTube too, where people have gone there, and yeah, you can make a mount, basically a toilet mount. So you have to bring, of course, your ingredients, so you need to know what it is, then go back and yeah, and then craft it. It can also be sold on the marketplace. It's a toilet, so it's pretty funny, but you can craft it out there. Is Jude precursed? I don't know, I'm not sure what this is to U10, but it's basically something before U10. Sort of U10 will take place on the surface of Jude, so Jude definitely has a a significant not feeling, but something that is significant combined to U10. So I think what we're going to see is that it's going to take place probably around June or something like that. And as I said, the update later on is going to like introduce or develop Jude. So it's going to be like, oh, we've been, it could be like we've been mining and now we're at, oh, we found this portal. And this is kind of like U10 and stuff like that. Maybe that's going to be like that's the transition into it. And because they mined it or we mined it basically because we helped them and we took all this. They could be kind of the lore or the story with like more, of course, to it and then just that. But yeah, I think that could be like a thing. Or it can be some kind of invasion coming in, and then we have to help them further, these guys from Geode and stuff like that. If the late entering cave resources you want to be mined out, any plans on that? We're taking a couple of steps to make this better, tweaking the amount of players that can enter the time and first entry of others that can enter. Yeah, so I think that's a really, really good idea. I think they have gotten a really lot of good feedback on the PTS server. So if you are still on the PTS server, make sure you guys give them feedback and stuff like that. They are going to do next week again another about Geode and stuff like that. I don't think we're gonna see, because that's kind of for stream or dev streams. I don't think they have that much content to show off every time. Maybe they'll be playing it. I don't know if they're going to talk more about it in specific Geode, but we'll see. We'll see what the next news shows or dev streams are going to talk about. Will the decreased amount of club experience required to level up be retroactive? Retroactive means, of course, that if for example, my community club right now, Club Wahoo, little plug there, is that we are just level 6. So with the basically with the going back on experience thing, is that we're probably not going to see level 7 in that, but we are going to see maybe halfway through 6. Basically, if let's say that you takes you from club level 1 to club level 2, takes you 200 experience, just like that, and they're gonna bring it down 50%. It's basically just gonna shrink what you need, and then it's gonna basically go so you have easier to go to those different ones. But it's basically just gonna shrink. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly or anything like that, but it's basically just going to be going back. So you might see your clubs leveling up basically if you're very, very close or something like that. It's not going to be a crazy amount, because it's the smaller levels that are getting nerfed or getting reduced in experience requirements. But you are going to see some increases. Every club is going to see a increase in level, basically, if they're close enough and stuff like that. So yeah, just saying it's going to adjust. So that's good. That's what I was hoping, actually. I was actually expecting it, but I actually didn't know, so it's really good that they actually answered this question. Are there going to be 2 new seals for mastery? And the answer is yes. Okay. So yeah, of course, when we level up or get more, yeah, we're going to see new seals, of course. Hopefully they don't change them again. I kind of getting used to the new ones. I kind of like the old ones better, but yeah, I like the new ones. Any word on server performance issues? We have doing some engineering. We have some, yeah, dedicated engineers. How about of quality of life? Okay. We would love to see some quality of life. We would like to see a. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. People are just gonna click away from the video. It's like, okay, we have heard enough. Our head engineer has found a key thing to work on. Ooh, that sounds great. That sounds great. Well, good luck. We hope the best. And last thing is, any plans on adding more hairstyles and colors? Easy answer is yes. There's going to be plenty cool stuff that is in the work for that. So yeah, okay, new hairstyles and colors. Cool, I guess. Not the biggest of, but yeah, why not more more is always better, right? But that concludes the new show for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you liked it, if you enjoy these new shows, if you just enjoy going to the description and clicking on it for the easy links, make sure you like this video. And thank you guys again so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.